Once the student is accepted at UCLA and is coming to UCLA, the whole family become an extended Bruin family. And I think that it's invaluable, and in fact, I think it's absolutely a necessity that parents get into the spirit of being a Bruin to support their own child.
UCLA is a big university, but size means opportunity. And size brings the numbers together to give them the opportunity to be able to create and be outside of the box.
The largeness of the school gives you an opportunity to meet a lot of different people. And I think peers also provide a huge opportunity for someone to expand their horizons. I know that that's happened with our son. You can't just learn from the professors and from the coursework, but you learn from your friends and your peers.
You meet people in all kinds of walks of life. You see people with different culture. You learn from different culture. You grew up with learning all kinds of people from all kinds of walks of life.
Not only are they going to be able to experience students that are like them, which is very important, but they're certainly going to experience students and live with students that are very different from them as well. 38,000 students, graduate and undergraduate, but yet we work consistently to make it a small college experience for our student with a variety of different opportunities and programs.
So the very beginning is really designed to try to create a sense of community for each student who's coming into UCLA as a new resident of our campus and our community. And then beyond that, the work that the residential life staff does is really to then begin to build smaller communities, both the residence halls themselves and then down to the floor level, where the students get to know one another, they begin to build their friendships. It happens when they're in class with other students.
One thing I was worried about when my son came to a school this large was whether he would be able to really have time one-on-one with professors and teachers here, but it seems to have not been a problem for him.
From an academic perspective, we've got a range of programs for undergraduates. When students come in as early as their freshman year, they can get involved in student organizations.
The research opportunities that the kids have, the going abroad, it's a big school, but you can make it small. The discussion classes, I know the classes are big sometimes the first 2 years, but the same classes break into discussions groups, and that's how you meet your friends and how you make it smaller.
UCLA is kind of at the heart of commerce and business and entertainment and all of that. So, really, a young person has everything at their fingertips.
It's world-class music, great art, obviously one of the best athletic programs anywhere in the nation.
We've got over 850 student clubs and organizations, and so many of our students have a background of involvement and leadership. Whether a student wants to be engaged in academic opportunities, social opportunities, religious opportunities, diverse and ethnicity related opportunities.
The best thing a student can do, I think, to be happy on this campus is to kind of find a niche or two, or sometimes 3 or 4 or 5. One guarantee of that is helping the student identify a place or two where they feel a sense of community and build that support network. Because once the students know they have a support network, they're going to be more successful.
UCLA is rich in resources. Really, the breadth and the depth of resources, I think, are unparalleled almost anywhere else. The thing about UCLA is, though, you need to show the initiative to go find those resources.
They don't take your hand and lead you. You have to go after the opportunities or after what you want. So I think that gets you ready, because in the real world, there are no deans or counselors walking after you and showing you what you need to do in real life.
This is a time for parents to be able to support their students, but at the same time, it's time to let them go as well. So we think that we provide a vast array of support services for our students to be successful here, but it also is important for a parent to recognize that this is a unique time for their student, to be there for them when they need them, to work with us in the administration and with faculty where appropriate, and also for them to get involved and to find out and get engaged at the university.
To let go. And I don't mean let go and run the other way, but I mean let go and let them grow.
And it's kind of a learning process for us parents to really, the first time that they're away from our home. But just be involved and know when to jump in and when to stay back from what they're doing.
It's really difficult to make that break. And in many ways, people don't make that break anymore because of cell phones and instant messaging and the ways that even up to the point the students come to UCLA, there's really been this kind of ongoing engagement between parent and student and other family members. And it's not something that we think is going to end when students get here.
In terms of media connection, UCLA is on top of it.
A lot of email communication, a lot of communication in the mail.
About tutoring resources and opportunities for scholarships.
It doesn't mean the parent has to know the box scores of football games or basketball games, but knowing what UCLA is, how UCLA is in the news, what's happening in the state of California as it relates to UCLA, and how the parent can be a resource with all of that information to communicate with his or her student.
Anytime you have a conversation, you can say, oh, by the way, did you know that your school has such and such office, or that you can go, get resources or help.
They look to you for advice. They look to you for support. And the more we can engage with you and help you understand what UCLA has to offer your students, the more you can provide that support to them by helping them get to the right person, by helping them when they reach a point of challenge.
I think the more you get involved, the more you participate, the more you understand kind of the UCLA scene, the better you are equipped to support your children through words of encouragement and understanding.
Love on them, send them a care package, call them, and be involved as much as they're going to let you. Sometimes you're going to email them, sometimes you're going to text them, and they're not going to respond. That doesn't mean they didn't receive it. That just means they're too busy doing all those things we've just talked about.
With high school, with grade school, you're always saying, schools are encouraging parents to be there, and I think that this school facilitates the opportunity for parents to be here.
Don't be afraid to be involved in the school. I think they, in the bottom of their hearts, somewhere deep down, they really enjoy it when you're still connected to their school and you know what's going on.
Outside of your students' campus experience here, I think there is just so much as a parent that you don't have to live vicariously through your student. You can actually participate hands-on on a lot of the campus life.
From parent orientation, we were really impressed with how UCLA took the time, the effort, and the energy required to make us feel special. Every child, every parent felt special.
We've gotten the opportunity to meet other parents of the students on campus.
We've attended seminars, and we've attended weekend events, and we attend sports events.
Come see our museums. Come look at our libraries.
It's such a great school, and as my son is happy, and that makes us happy.
I think we do feel like we're part of the Bruin family. We're Bruins to some degree because we're part of this experience.
Your student is not just a Bruin, but you're a Bruin as well. You are part of this Bruin family, and not just for the next 4 years, but for the rest of your life.
Go Bruin!
Go Bruins!
Go Bruins!
Go Bruins!
Welcome to the Bruin family. Go Bruins!